was it say killing? You know, a brother, what's the brother in Gms Dedication? I think the brother Kazak reposted that video. It was a 20-minute video straight of just rapper Jakes that got killed in 2017. Really? They just got killed, shot, like not just like regular deaths. They got shot and killed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You have them in Chicago, Atlanta, you know, California.
That's bad in Chicago.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like just like 15-second clips, just running back to back to back to back to back to back. All of them was under 30, man. You see what I'm saying? Because that's the curses.
Yep.
Go ahead, Ox.
This is Hosea 12:2. Yahweh had the controversy with Judah, and will punish Jacob according to his ways. According to his doings will he recompense him.
Right, and that's only fair, man. Jake think they so, I mean, they think they can just get away with wickedness, you know what I'm saying? Or kill somebody who killed their partner or whatever. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a law that talks about a revenge of blood, but Jake ain't doing Jake killing for fun, man. Or, you know what I'm saying? He's being a terrorizer, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why the so-called white man, when he starts cracking down, he won't have a lot of, the case is already built, basically, man, for troops, you know what I'm saying, to just come in and take everything, man.
Hey, case in
take
point,
control.
Case in point, brother, if I can lay it back, look at Chicago.
Yeah.
They had the UN in Chicago, man.
Right.
Yep.
That goes in the view for what the brothers are bringing out, bro.
You can have mine.
So all the wickedness that Esau is doing is just giving that Jake is doing is just giving Esau fuel, basically, to just say, all right, we're gonna shut this down. When he the one who damn put the guns in there,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He the ones that made everything Section 8 and compartmentalize everything to where you got the so-called white, so-called white people, okay, and the other nations, they're in one area of the city, and then you got 90% of the city just a straight slums.
That's right.
All right, no school structure. You know what I'm saying? Everybody on welfare. All right, but everybody want to be famous. Everybody want to be rich.
That's right.
But we're destroyed, man.
That's right. If I can say this, back in the 60s, Chicago was actually a nice place to stay.
That's right.
But what happened in the late 70s and the 80s, man, you had a term called outsourcing that happened, where they took all those factories that was in Chicago and they outsourced them to overseas, man. And what did that happen to the economy of Chicago? Well, it went to shit.
Yeah.
Because prior to that happening, you had a lot of people, what they would do is they would just go to school, graduate, and they would go straight to work, man. So that was a thriving economy. You know, in fact, you had a term called the Great Migration. You had a lot of people that was from the South. They moved to Chicago in order, or the Midwest, in order to get a job, man. And you had thriving neighborhoods out there, man. You see?
Hey,
But it goes into, I'm sorry. No, you go.
It's just like in Detroit when everybody had the car factories back then.
Yep.
They were living good back then.
Booming.
You know, Chicago and Detroit, the factories, hey, they were living good, bro.
The whole term, you good, brother. The whole term ghetto and stuff like that. Jake wasn't living in the hood like that in the 1960s and 50s, man. You know? But that happened due to outsourcing, segregation, which is talked about a lot. You see, a lot of these jobs that were strictly Jake, they were taking over, man. Because we mixed with the heathen. Now look at us, man. You see? Did you add some more, bro?
Yeah, Con. Read that verse one more time because I want to get that last point on there.
Verse 2, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood.
Right, breaking out, lashing out against each other, man. Shooting each other up, drive-bys. You know what I'm saying? You got, bro, so many, just rappers. And see, the only reason people like posted on social media is because they was already on social media. So you can't just be like, oh, they didn't exist. I mean, they gonna be on there. So if they not making music no more, you gonna be like, what happened to him? Well, he got shot up.
Hella dead.
He's hella dead. Now you RIP on the t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? What they got so stupid ass, man. I can't even mimic one. You know what I'm saying? But you know, RIP. You know.
We're not forgotten.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Live forever. You know what I'm saying?
You in a better place.
Rest in heaven.
You know, change the profile picture on your Instagram page to his page. The nigga hella dead, bro. Cause he was a wicked nigga though. It wasn't because, you know, it wasn't just he lived a good life. You know what I'm saying? Preaching and teaching the word. I mean, these dudes are getting shot down, and their blood is running into another dude's blood. You might have a party. The dudes get shot down. Jake just spraying the crowd. You know what I'm saying? And you got 7 people dead, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? 30 people in the hospital.
That's right.
All because a nigga stepped on your shoes and you couldn't help. You couldn't help it, but you say, "Fuck it,
He gotta get it.
you know what I'm saying? As long as my niggas good, we good." But they really ain't your niggas because they are niggas. They're not on your team. They're not gonna really ride for you like as far as unto the death, man.
That's right, brother.
You know what I'm saying? That's why the brotherhood is really the only thing that you can look forward to, man. On this side, you know?
That we got going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, the brother too, because and what he said too, because we came from the world, man. You see what I'm saying?
know
The
what
best
it is.
examples, man.
Yeah.
We had homeboys who was down with us when time to fight, niggas ran.
Called your girl.
Called your girl. I had a lot of so-called homeboys and fucking girls I've been dealing with. So come on, bro.
Yeah.
And I used to have a homeboy, man. Every time that something went down, he would call his girl pull up. We about to fight somebody, girl pull up, he gives his girl a hug, get in the car. But you know what? I wasn't even mad at her. I was like, hey man, I ain't gonna put his name out there. I was like, you know what? I can't even get mad at so-and-so because you know what? He told us that he ain't no fighter.
Let me know if you need it.
You know, I told y'all he would've done this shit. But if I can say this, that's a beautiful point the brother made because in the world, Jake understand the concept, but the problem is you missing your how and why you have a shot in there. Because Jake got feel watch old I love sports documentaries, bro. When the teams pull together, like, bro, we gonna fight or what? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People getting somebody else's face, you come, shit, knock their ass out. All of that. Jordan did it. Dr. J did it. Bird Magic did it. You know what I'm saying? But from a carnal aspect into a spiritual aspect, we know what it takes. Your how and why you outshot, bro. Right. How to deal with it, brother. I'm gonna fight for that, brother. I know y'all ain't out here doing no whole ass nigga shit, so I'm gonna be there. I know my y'all, my partner, Bunyan, and all these beautiful brothers here, man. We here, man. We a family. That's right. The spirit you have about shooting shot, man. That's right. So we understand that through the spirit, man.
That's right. And our weapons are on corner. We ain't gonna get out here and try to fight nobody.
That's right.
I mean, we might screw off with them. We ain't gonna get Where they at? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 3, therefore shall the land mourn, everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish.
Right, because what does that scripture say in Numbers? You know what I'm saying? It's basically paraphrasing, blood defiles the land.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? When you got gallons and gallons of blood just spilled on the land, man, unrighteously, because don't get me wrong, they're getting killed and it's their judgment, but the killers aren't doing it righteously. Like there's a law where it talks about the revenger of blood, right? If the revenger of blood just kills the man out of spite, then he's supposed to be killed. You see what I'm saying? It has to be done in a particular order. You see what I'm saying?
You can kill, but you can't murder.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You can't forcibly murder somebody, you know?
That's right. Right.
That's what people do. They murder each other, but even not even physically murder. You know what I'm saying? The lies they tell, because 1 John, 3rd chapter say that he that hated his brother is a murderer.
Right.
So they went around just pushing hate amongst each other with what? Their words, their thoughts, how they treat people, what they talk each other into what they're doing. You know, you might get your brother go off for something, or do some scams or something like that, man. That's hate, man. You murdered. So it's just blood everywhere, man. That's right.
Can somebody?
Everyone's in a dead state, destroying each other, killing each other, man, spiritually and mentally. You know.
Can somebody pull a Romans 12 and 17 really quick? It goes right into it.
I got it right here. You can.
The water.
Romans 12.
Yeah, Romans 12, starting at verse 17.
Okay.
Sure.
12 and 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil, provide things honest in the sight of all men.
Yeah, that's what we're going into, man. recommends no man evil upon evil. What does Jake do, man? Jake will see you step on their shoes, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you ain't even intentionally step on their shoes, they still step on you, they still try to kill you, man. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, the water, brother. The water. Can you continue really quick, Baba Kashab?
Oh, Salakia.
It's all good. It's all good.
Verse 18. If it be possible, as much as life in you, live peaceably with all men.
And that's what we're supposed to be doing while we're here, man. Like the brother Kadar has stated, we are brothers. I love every brother that's up here, man. If we have an alt between each other, we're supposed to discuss it as men. Being down here amongst people in the world, they be ready to throw rocks at you, man. They're ready to try to kill you just off something petty, man. When you go to the condition of our people in America, they're brought up by a woman, and they act and lash out like women do when they have all toward one another, man. And that goes into killing each other, man. But when you go into the moral standard of our people being Israel, we're supposed to discuss righteousness amongst each other, man. That's right. You know, we ain't supposed to recompense nobody evil with evil. You know, they're charity.
What's that right there?
Oh, snap. Call Allah Yahweh.
Shimmy outside.
That's beautiful, man. Wow.
Hey.
And you know that the scriptures say, and we was going to this on Friday, the scriptures say that the Lord's chariots the Lord's clouds is chariots, man. You know, it's a chariot right here that we looking at, man. That's a beautiful sight, man. It shows you that we finna get the hell out of here soon,
That's
man.
right.
Lord, hey, this is the year of prophecy.
That's
man.
right.
You know, Lord, when we get up out this thing this year, man.
That's right.
You know? Can you read that one more time?
Of course, certainly.
Then you got it afterwards.
Yeah, verse 18. If it be possible, as much as life in you, live peaceably with all men.
Yeah, live peaceably amongst all men. All right, what did Yahushua say? Yahushua said, turn the other cheek. You know what I'm saying? Like, we see a faggot walking down the street, we ain't supposed to put him to death, man. You know, it's vexing, but we can't do nothing about it. We got to turn the other cheek. Jake come and rile up against us, man. It's happened to us before. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we're supposed to live peaceably amongst all men. That's right. All right? The way we walk down here in the society, it's a lot of things that we see that people should be put to death for, man.
That's right.
We can't do nothing about it because when you go into the next verse, which Lord, when we're going to read, it says what?
Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said Yahweh.
He said, vengeance is his, man. You know what I'm saying? We see things that might piss us off while we out. That do piss us off while we out here. Our own women come up against us. Edomites walking past us talking shit. Scoffers. On the YouTube videos, keying with a bowl of Cheerios. Talking mess, man. Ain't nothing we can do right now, man. Lord, hey, the Lord will put them niggas to death in due time, man.
That's
but
right.
What we gotta do is we gotta feed them this word, man. We gotta give them this food and this water as it is written according to Proverbs, the 25th chapter. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord's gonna get these niggas, man. The Lord's gonna get a lot of these niggas that's out here, man. Hey, Lord willing, we can have that helping hand with them if we have those men.
That's right.
You know? You got it, brother. The water.
Calm down. Calm down. You good? Come on.
This is Hosea chapter 4. Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish.
There go that word again.
Yep. Exactly. The scriptures say in Jeremiah, the gates of Judah languish. Paraphrasing, you know, because we're so destroyed as a people, man. It's hard for you to even tell that we're once.
No, love keeps no record of wrongs. You're a false religion.
Okay, thanks, bro.
Right.
Go ahead.
Bye, Felicia.
It's hard to even tell that we were once.
Doesn't
It's hard
keep
to even
record
tell
of
that we were
wrongs.
once
You are false.
a strong nation, man.
But y'all are.
You know, it's hard to even tell that we actually had cities and that we actually were people at one point. See? That's right. Verse 4, Bible
Verse 4. Yet let no man strive, nor reprove another. For this people are as they that strive with the priest. Slide, I didn't finish verse 3.
Okay. Go ahead.
Therefore shall the land mourn, and everyone that dwelleth therein shall languish.
That's right.
With the beasts of the field, and with the fowls of heaven. Yea, the fishes of the sea also shall be taken away.
Stay focused, I can.
Right. You know, I mean, because if you go over there to the Holy Land, man, you know, if you just take a look at the landscape,
Excuse me, brother.
there's no life. There's really no life as far as grass. There's supposed to be the land flowing with milk and honey, man. go look on look at an aerial view of the landscape of Israel, actual, you know, the actual land of Israel right now. It's destitute. You see, there's no the wild beasts, if there are any, probably gone. You know, migrating, hella skinny in captivity. You know, I mean, it's basically a desert out there now, man. And that's the part of the curses as well.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Verse 4, yet let no man strive, nor reprove another. For this people are as they that strive with the priests.
Right. They basically say to the prophets, yeah, exactly. They basically say to the prophets and to the real prophets and the real priests, we don't want to hear the words of the Most High, man. They say unto us, they say unto us, yeah, being the priests and the prophets, prophesy not. I think that's in the book of Jeremiah. I want to say the 13th or 11th chapter. We ain't got to get it, but I mean, it's all over the scriptures, you know. Isaiah chapter 30, prophesy unto us smooth things, man. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 5, therefore shalt thou fall in the day, and the prophet also shall fall with thee in the night.
Right. And constantly getting knocked off, man. We're gonna keep using that example because I mean, look, there's no other nation that doesn't know who they are and are just killing each other in a constant cycle of death, man. That's right. You know, and that's not the only thing that's going on in our nation. This as far as actually killing each other with guns, abortions, like the brother's bringing out. You know, just hatred, man towards a woman, a woman towards a man, brother towards a brother, man. Our people just hate each other. That's a curse. That's a curse, man. We can't get together for 2 years to create to finish the project. You know, Jake always talking about, we want more black businesses. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta's renowned for having all of these establishments. This, you know, that's productive and all that. But when you look in behind the walls, man, there's no structure towards it. There's no structure, and it's not gonna last. You know, because we're under the so-called white man's system right now.
Yeah. Jay can't even get together for a family function, man. You know, we got something popping off. You know, argument started between two family members. You know, let alone putting business together. Right. They can't get along inside the house for a few hours, man. Right. For an argument starting and all of a sudden glass and furnace getting broken, furnace moving around and shit. You know?
Come.
No damn sense.
Yeah. Jacob be playing dominoes and bring us some old shit and fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's because of the lack of the knowledge of the Most High, which Lord was about to go into.
That's right. That's right, bro.
And I will destroy thy mother. Verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge.
Right. Because if you go to Proverbs, 1 and 22, it talks about how we preach and teach unto our people, but they don't hear. You see, Isaiah 6 and 9 goes into how the nation of Israel has ears and they have physical ears, you know, and physical eyes, but they don't hear anything. They don't see anything spiritually because they're carnal. You see, they have spiritual blinders on them, man.
Yeah, no vibration.
You see, and so that's why the Most High is going to reject the nation. Well, has rejected the nation of Israel. You see, and that's why we're going to continue to suffer until a certain amount of men who have not bowed the knee to Baal, who have no guile found in their lips, are going to basically be baptized in the name of Yahweh and Yahushua, man.
That's right. This is Isaiah 1 and 3. It says, the ox knoweth his owner, the ass his master's crib, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider. He's talking about the ox, which are and the ass, which are two, you know, dumb animals, strong but dumb animals. You know, they know who they belong to. But the Most High said, but my people, Israel, they don't consider.
That's right.
You know, they don't know who they belong to.
Right.
They don't know that I have a special place for them. Yeah, they don't know that they're the apple of my eye. You know, our people are lost, man. We're continuing into the things that we were taught, and we're continuing into all other things. We don't have a problem with when somebody come up and say, you know, we the Egyptians, man, and we built we built the pyramids and this and that. You know, oh yeah, man, yeah. But as soon as you say, you know, we're the chosen of the Lord, man, no, man. Yeah. What's wrong with being chosen of the Heavenly Father, man? Yeah. Why Jake don't want to come into who he really is? You know, they're afraid of isolating themselves from the rest of the people. Well, what they're really afraid of is having to have a standard, having to be accountable for the things they do.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's a beautiful point, man. You know what I'm saying? And that goes back. If I can, I'd like to get 2 scriptures. I'm gonna pass it to another brother. That goes back to the main topic, man. Our people are believing the lies and the falsehood of the so-called white man. And now look at us, man. We're totally confused, bro. You see? Jacob talked about pyramids, things of that nature, but don't want to talk about law, statute, commandments, man. That's far-fetched. You see? Yeah. That's crazy. Wow. You see? You see? Hey, can we get
I'm headed from down the second. I'm just trying to warm it up.
Daniel 8:25. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to turn right. Beautiful. I just wanted to bring this out. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going back into, you know, a catalyst of why we're in this situation, which is the so-called white man and his policy. Man. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
That's right, man. All this witchcraft it comes from him, man.
That's right.
The reason why we're having this conversation, we lamented for an hour and 30 minutes about the plight of our people. You know what I'm saying? And why we, you know, and how much, you know, how hateful we are towards one another. Where did that come from? Where that come from? That policy of the so-called white man.
Right.
Like the brother had brought out. Who put these guns, you know, in our neighborhoods, man? Who destroyed, you know what I'm saying, basically the economy of our people, man? That's right, brother. The so-called white man. That's right. Who's allowing our women to be whores? Well, giving them license to be whores. The so-called white man.
Yep.
So he's allowing this craftiness to prosper.
I got that word in the Hebrew.
Which one?
That word policy.
Go ahead.
It's the word shakal. Strong's 7922. It says prudence, insight, understanding, but it also can mean cunning, craft, like in a bad sense.
Yeah, cunning, craft. You know what I'm saying? You know, that kind of reminds me of, which is not really, it reminds me of Ezekiel the 13th chapter, man, those false prophets, man. You see what I'm saying? It says how cunning they are, like foxes, man, hella loosely paraphrasing. Well, you can utilize that with the so-called white man. You see? And he paints a picture of love, and you know, everything's about love and about tolerance and about coming together. When in all actuality, it's about death and destruction.
Right.
That's right, brother.
You know what I'm saying? And really, ultimately, it's about control. That's right. And, you know, last year, or so-called, fuck that, I'm not gonna say last year. I'm talking like a straight up heathen, like a Salaki. This year, I learned that, you know, nothing is by coincidence. Everything is placed by design, man. Right. Everything.
That's in the scripture.
Everything that you see, everything that you taste is by design. Somebody had to put that there, man. That's right. It ain't just because of a fuzzy feeling in your chest, and now the people that are writing these laws like, you know what? We got to give these people a chance to love, y'all. No, they're doing that because they want to control. That's right. You see? So when you see these policies, things of that nature, is about control, man. That's right. It's about emotions, man. That's right, brother. You see? Go ahead, Doc.
All right. And he shall magnify himself in his heart.
And that's how, and with these policies, that's how he's magnifying himself in his heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's why he utilizes this image right here. Statistically speaking, the most people who go to church are so-called black people, man. Right. I was reading an article on Wikipedia. It was going to the segregation of the churches, man. You know what I'm saying? If you read down in that article, man, it says now most people who go to church are so-called Negroes, man. Who are they worshiping? They're worshiping this image.
That's right. That's
if
right.
you control what people see, you control what they believe, man. If you say this person is the son of God, you're going to believe that the people that look like him are the son of God.
Yeah. Hey, real quick too, because you're reading Daniel 8:25, and as you're going into the policies that the wicked puts out, that's going into the goat, that's going into the he goat as well. You know, the Grecian Empire, and you would have went into that image right there, which goes back to Serapis Christos, which at the end of the day goes back to a Greco-Egyptian deity, man. So that all goes back to the so-called white man at the end of the day, man. Those policies that Daniel's talking about goes into what the so-called white man has done to us ever since he had Hellenized the whole planet Earth. You know?
That's
You
right.
got it, brother.
No, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, man. And how did he Hellenize the earth, man? By forcing people to follow his will and his way and his culture, man. And that's what he does now. He goes to the other places, the other countries, and say, you know what, we're going to give them freedom. We're the police of the world. Women should have equal rights. Just to be homosexual in these countries. Now you got dang on gay pride parade in the Middle East.
Right.
You see?
That's why, if I can say this, that's why you got Russians moving down here. Because Putin and them don't play that.
Yeah.
You got Russians looking to get visas over here now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This shit is madness, man. But it's all by design. It's all by design. Designed Salaki to keep us, you know what I'm saying, in a state of captivity, man. It's a mental captivity. It's actually a term called institutionalized racism, man. And that's what we see going on now, man. It's an appearance of freedom, but in all actuality, there's a glass ceiling that you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American hit, man. You see? Go ahead, Doc. Did you have something? I'm sorry.
Exactly what she talking about for you. Psalm chapter 10, I'm going to start at verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud.
You can start at 1, bro.
Start at 1?
Yeah, you can start at 1.
Okay. All right, Psalm chapter 10, start at verse 1. Why standest thou afar off, O Yahweh? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor.
Hey, the wicked in his pride, he does persecute the poor, man. You see what I'm saying? How in the world? Hey, you look at some of these conservative networks, man, and you would think that the so-called Negroes is the biggest problem of America, man. If these niggas just pull up their pants and stop wearing those damn hoodies.
Stop looking for handouts.
Man, like, come on, man. In his pride, he persecuted the poor, man.
That's right, brother.
You see? Go ahead, Doc.
Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
And that's right, man. Hey, the Most High gonna take them in the devices that they have imagined, man. You see? Because all of these policies, these that nature that they're pushing, and it's really to push that new world order, man. To make all these people one people, man. You see? So they can have total control, man. You see? That's why they're doing away with the whole concept of sex and gender. You see? So they can control it. It's easier to control people, man. If you want to have a child, you have to go to them. You have to go to the state. Instead of just doing the old-fashioned way, man. You see? That's freedom, man. Being able to govern yourself according to what you believe in, man. Not according to what these people dictate.
If I say this, that goes further with the brother's talking about, man. How you said that everything is strategically placed. What do, man? They got everybody so damn lazy to where people calling for customer service, they want you to do everything for them.
Yeah.
Why is that? They load the minds of these people, man. They got McDonald's in every neighborhood, Taco Bell, all these GMO foods to where it dumbs down your brain to where you don't want to think.
Yep.
It's annoying to have to think and figure stuff out. So people now, because I'm in customer service, they want you to do everything for them. Instead of doing stuff they can look up, they like, oh, I gotta do this. You know, they're on this microwave thinking. So now Esau strategically did that. So now all they gotta do is rely on him for everything. That's right. They don't go to him for the chips. They don't go to him for everything. So they don't have to lift their finger.
Yep.
They want it now, convenient, and in a microwave time versus having to work for it. You know.
That's right. The big brother. They want you to go to that big brother. You know.
Verse 3. For the wicked boasteth of his harsh desire, and blessed the covetous, whom Yahweh Shah abhorred.
That's right.
The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High.
That's right.
The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
That's right. The Most High is not in the thoughts of these elite men. They believe that they're God, man. And that's why they push those the policies. That's why they push the image of Cesare Borgia. That's why they push Darwinism. Which a spin off of Darwinism is social Darwinism. You know what I'm saying? Or social Darwinism goes into eugenics. Why is that? All it is going into pushing that the so-called white man is the best race. It's the most sufficient race, and everybody else is, you know, undesirables.
Yeah, they're saying white is pure.
Right. That's why they call themselves white. It's a play on word.
That's that new speak.
That's right.
That's right. Verse 6. Verse 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
That's right, man. He's prideful, man, towards his enemies, man. If you speak up against him, he'll label you as a terrorist, man. You know, I was watching a video today. People talking about the black Israelite cult.
Yeah.
And the dude was like, yeah, they're violent. They're violent and they're evil. Damn. This is what we said we're Israelites. We're all that in a bag of chips, huh? But that's the so-called white man. That's what he believes. He puffers at him. He's prideful towards his enemies, man.
Yeah.
Verse 6. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
That's right. God bless America. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it together. You know, America, we're going to make this place great again. America's never going to be taken down.
Actually, it's in 2020. We're going to do this in 2030. We're going to do this by 2040. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of they know for a fact they're going to beat it.
Yep.
Hey, like the Marine, what they say that slogan, the few, the proud Marines.
Yes.
You know? It's Esau for you, man. Yeah. What's the
It's
whole
off
thing?
the chain, boy.
Literally.
Yeah.
Loosen the whole right. Verse 7. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud.
His mouth is full of cursing, deceit, and fraud, man. You see? Lying, scams. You see? It's like, like a pyramid scheme, man. It sounds good, you know. I don't know if brothers ever been a part of a pyramid scheme, but it's like, they say, you know, you your own boss.
Yeah.
You know, we had these products that we're selling. All you had to do is get somebody else under your team. You built your own team. And it sounds good as hell. Like, I'm my own boss. So you try to get people underneath you, and they ain't buying it. But they suck at your ass into give you your $300. They got your $300, man.
I was working this one job a few years ago while I was doing sales. And you trying to sell something, these motherfuckers come and try to sell you something. They trying, and I guess it was something with cell phones, where you get 10 people to sign up for the plan.
Yeah.
And then you sign up for the plan, then you get 10 people under you, and then that gives you that residual income. They gonna get 10 people. So what some brother saw, but it's true, man. All the damn schemes is all over the place, man.
That's right. This world is a big wake up, man.
Yep. This world is a big old wake up now, man. That was hey, we had a wake up now deep on us. We trying to get it in like a bug, man. That did not work. We had t-shirts and everything.
Hey.
They had t-shirts pulled out, wake up.
Hey.
Trip.
Failure. You know what I'm saying? But it sounds good. But it's a fraud, man. Hey, and that's a so-called white man in his ways, man. These women out here, you know, it sounds good that, you know what, you don't need no man. You independent. You know what I'm saying? You are a giver of life. You God. That sounds good. Until your ass is 37 years old by yourself with an attitude and a slight drinking problem. You see?
Polite now.
Middle-aged, emotionally scarred, lonely, and got the damn with penis. Nobody want to hear it.
That's right. Middle-aged and mad is a hell of a combination. You know what I'm saying? Because these women, hey, believe it or not, man, these women want want to be under somebody's vibration, bro.
That's right, brother.
You see? Women want, that's all they complain about on social media. How much they want, looking for a man to be a king. You see? But they don't know how to be, a woman.
That's right, bro.
You see? They've been so far removed from their ways, man. But that goes back to that fraud that they have been partaking in, man.
Right, brother.
These women talking they want a king, man. They don't know how to house a king.
That's right.
They don't know how to wait on a man hand and foot.
Right.
You wake up, fix some breakfast early in the morning. Get up early, fix your man breakfast. Wash the dishes after you fix the breakfast. Make sure his plate hot. You bring it to him while he's in the bed. If he need anything, you ask him. You go and get it. Then when he finished eating, you take his plate back in there. And then you have his clothes ironed for work. Ooh. That's what a woman's supposed to do.
That couldn't be me.
They don't want to do that.
You know, tell that to a woman. That couldn't. Everything 50-50.
Yeah.
What king is 50?
50%
50-50 with his queen, man.
That's right, brother. That's right.
What the hell wrong with you, man?
That's right.
Hey, man, the whole concept of order has been destroyed by that pride, man. That lying tongue, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You have something? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, a lot of women that have that mindset are women that are so-called brought up in the churches as well, man.
Oh man.
Like you can't bring them, you can't show them in the scriptures where it showed the example of Sarah calling Abraham Lord. You know what I'm saying? You can't bring them 1 Corinthians, the 12th chapter or the 11th chapter, where it brings up the order of the household, man. You know what I'm saying? There was even a Jake, I forgot his name, and he a coon anyway. But I was watching some of the stuff on YouTube. I wish I remembered his name. But he had brought up pretty much a pastor and a pastor's wife on his show pretty much. And he was asking them questions pretty much saying, do you serve your man? And she was like, we both serve the Lord. In Christ's eyes, I served him through the Lord. He was like, no, but hold on. Do you serve your man? It's just that simple, man. Because these women claim to be women of the Lord and all this, but you gotta play the role of a servant. In order to please the Lord, how do you do that? You gotta please your man. Because if he's a man of the Lord, he comes in the image of the Lord, man. You can't go directly to the Lord, just like we can't go directly to the Heavenly Father. You know what I'm saying? There's an order that was established, but those women don't want to follow that order. The blueprint's right there, but it shows you that they mind is gone, man. They don't got it, Sway. You don't got it, man.
Hey, that goes back to that fraud of Christianity, man, because these women, they call themselves everything but a woman. I'm like David. Remember that baby woman that came out and said that? Yeah, I'm like King David.
Oh man.
Remember that a long time ago? She put up in the car. She was like, I'm like King David. I'm like, commit blasphemy, man. Women, I'm more than the conqueror. I can do all things through Christ. And don't even know what that precept is talking about, man. That precept is talking about being content with what you have, man.
That's right.
Not being a damn demon, man.
That's right, brother.
You see? Okay. That goes back to that fraud that the so-called white man has perpetuated, man. You see? Now, nowadays, man, Christianity really is that new age, philosophy, man. Everybody's one. Love everything. It's about being happy. It ain't about serving God. It's about the Most High serving you because you so damn good.
Yep.
And you so damn righteous because you accepted Him. You told Him, you know what, God? I'm gonna put down these penises and I'm gonna follow your way. This is what you know how arrogant that is, man. I'm gonna ask the Lord to save me, and He did it.
They had that. I know it was another clip from World Star that every brothers know about talking about. You know, Eve was giving her testimony, talking about she was and she got to the point that it was just too heavy for the pastor. The pastor turned around, dropped the mic on the stage, and the first lady was like, does anybody else have anything else? It was just so uncomfortable. I was like, I died laughing, but at the same time, that shit's hurtful to see, man.
Yeah,
That's our damn people up there, man. You know, they done, like the brother Bonsapas said, they done, man. And just to land back on what these brothers saying with the whole woman thing, oh yeah, we better serve this and that. Look,
you want to be treated as a church, you got to present yourself as the church. You know what I'm saying? You serve your man. You're supposed to do, you know, like the brother said, man, order, man.
Yep.
And Esau broke that goddamn order, man. Right. Feeding our people that BS, man. Lies. You know, more and more lies, man.
You females, quit aborting babies. Yeah. You're the most murderous females I ever seen in my life. You talking all this, I'm in the church, I want to be King David, I want to be a man, 50-50. Quit aborting babies, man. You done killed off our nation like a motherfucker, man. Y'all are murderers, man. You lay down with a man in one night, forget to go get that after day pill, whatever they call that pill.
Plan B pill.
Plan B pill. But you want to go abort the kid, man.
Yeah.
But you ain't no murderer, though. You had 5 abortions in the last 2-3 years, but you want somebody to respect you?
Yeah. Nah, man. Hey, them hoes just ask for forgiveness, shout at church. The fact that the Lord forgave them and they straight.
Yeah.
They go back doing the same old shit, man. You ask a lot of these females, you ask them, hey, what you doing tonight? Well, shit, I'm gonna go to the club, but I gotta get up early in the morning time for church. Yeah. Like, this shit's crazy, man.
I
gotta get up. This is where they go back to that fraud, man.
That's right, brother.
They go back to that fraud that the so-called white man has perpetuated throughout the planet Earth, man. You see? Go ahead, brother. That was a long example.
Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
That's right.
Verse 8, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent.
In the secret places does he murder the innocent. And how does he do that? With his legislation. That's how he murdered the innocent, man.
That's right.
While people out here partying things of that nature, he passing hella laws, man.
That's right.
You got the net neutrality, man. Nobody's really talking about that, and that's gonna change how people operate, man. Think about how many businesses that's gonna affect when they're not gonna be able to Google something, you know what I'm saying, for free, or even use social media as a marketing tool.
Right.
You see?
That's right, brother.
That's gonna be a whole new other bill that some small businesses ain't gonna be able to afford, man. That's gonna affect the households, man.
That's right, brother.
You got people that don't even have cable anymore. They just have the internet.
Yep.
That's a whole nother spit that you're gonna have to worry about, man. And that was passed and nobody really talked about it. But people could tell you what happened on the last episode of Power. What happened to Rick on Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
His eyes are privily set against the poor.
That's right.
Verse 9, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den.
That's right.
He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net.
Man, he catch the poor when he draweth them into that into his net. And how does he do that, man? Well, he do that with his philosophy, man. That's right. That's how he catch people within his net, man. Just like 1,000 years ago, you have our people, you know what I'm saying, during the Maccabean
revolt
period, man. Yeah. You had our people that were willing to follow after the way of the Greeks, man, the Edomites, man, the Macedonians, man. So much where they was willing to resow their foreskins on their penises, man, just so they could go to the gym and work out butt ass naked.
Right. That was tripping.
You see?
I got one net for you too.
God.
This is a net in that scripture, Strong's H7567, Rashaf. It's a net for catching of judgment figuratively.
Woo! A judgment figuratively. There you go. There you go.
Of leaders leading people to sin.
Man, of leaders leading people to sin.
Gone.
Come on now. Who is that? Who has done that to the entire planet Earth, man? The so-called white man, man. You see? Not only does he push homosexuality, but hey, he influences people to destroy that land, man. The land Sabbath, man. You see what I'm saying? People are totally destroying the land by just overproducing, man. That's what happened in Haiti. That land used to be very rich in minerals and and things of that nature to grow. Sugar canes, but what happened? They just kept on planting to where that place has been totally destroyed, man.
That's right. Yep, that's right. Well, completely lead, because what's sin? Transgression of law, according to 1 John 3 and 4, man. Against whose laws? The Most High's laws. Those laws are made to coexist to govern the earth accordingly, man. Right. And then the so-called white man took on that, but then went against all 613 of them. That's right. And he pushed the whole world into disobedience to the Heavenly Father's will and order. You know? That's right. As a trap for man, network brazen for altar and tabernacle. That's right. So that was it on that.
Sorry.
Definition.
Right.
One more verse for you. Verse 10, he croucheth and humbleth himself at the poor, that the poor may fall by his strong one.
Hey, he crouches and humbles himself, man, that the poor may fall, man. And he did that through the civil rights movement, man. That's right. You know what? Everybody is equal, man. We need to just come together. You know, this is enough. You know, and I had brought out the fact that you know, I had did a little research on these churches. Man, these churches were always segregated, man. And these churches still are segregated, man. Christians never considered so-called black people as equal, man. That's right. And to this day, you know, and all you have to do is go. If you don't believe what I'm saying, is type in Google segregation of churches, man, and there's an article on Wikipedia go into that, man. You know, they had actually did studies on how most of these people who will go to predominantly white churches, man, they still have covertly and overtly racist views about black people, man. So there is no equality, man. You see, that's an illusion, bro. That's an illusion to pacify our people, man.
Yep.
You see, everybody's equal. You got Jake out there talking about, I can't believe it's 2018 and that's still racist.
Yeah.
Nigga, where have you been? Right. You must be from goddamn Canada or something. You see? Or you just drunk as hell off of that philosophy of the so-called white man. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Yep. You see?
Being drunk as hell off the philosophy, hey, the poor fell, man. Our people fell by his strong was because of that. Yeah, he came all humble. You know, that's how he got gagged. You know, the so-called Native Americans. He came humble, sick as hell on the boat with scurvy. Yep. You know, playing that harmless role. You know, and what happened? He broke over 400 trees with him and damn it, decimated 98% of them, man. Yep. They got down to run a joke around some communities how they claim that the so-called white woman is the most harmless thing on the face of the earth, man. They put that on their jokes. But that's on the worst people walking the face of the earth, man. Got a lot of Jake being killed back in times, man. Yeah. Civil rights, Jim Crow era, slavery. Yep. You know, with their damn lies, man. That's right.
Those are some of the most overtly racist right there, man.
Yep.
And white people and white women will let you know what time it is.
God.
I ran into more racist white women than white men, because as a man, there's always you have to always consider in the back of your mind, I might have to fight this dude. Yeah. So I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna be more reserved. Versus white women, they'll let you know what time it is, man. Yeah. They'll let you know. I mean, nigger.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
That's a lie, man.
They feel double privileged because they're a woman and they Edomites. Yep. You know, so-called white. You know. Yeah, he comes at. That's why the scripture Sirach 12 say, "Never trust thine enemy, man." He's right. Crouching.
That's right.
Hey, man, that rust ain't wiped away, man. He still hate us, man.
That's right.
But he got them drawing soil and got that knife behind his back, man, with the smooth words.
That's right.
That's his whole MO, man. That Ric Flair spirit. Yep. Begging and pleading, all of a sudden you get a nut shot. You let your guard down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's his whole MO around the whole earth, man. You know.
Nigga hit your ass and
woo! Yeah, and then start strutting on your ass.
Strutting on your ass.
You know?
We got the terrorists. You see? And going into that so-called white woman, hey, she was a main proponent for feminism, but you had a term called eugenic feminism, man. You see, which really used the premises of eugenics to push feminism, man. Which it basically goes like this: they say, you know what? We agree with you, eugenics, with the proponents of eugenics, that, you know, the best race need to procreate. That's why we need better rights for the white race. Feminism was never for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. But they use that as a tool to destroy you, man. That's why feminism has been so detrimental to our people. In particular, you so-called, well, not you so-called, you Judite women, man. You see what I'm saying? By their policies, man. Crafting this, go ahead, let's get back to it. The Daniel 8, I don't want to misquote it.
It's, back in Daniel chapter 8, verse 25.
Yeah. Please.
Somebody
else could get up in there.
And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace shall destroy many.
That's right.
He shall also stand up against the prince of the princes. But he shall be broken without hand.
That's right, man. Hey, all this craftiness and things of that nature, man, has got the so-called white man, extremely powerful, man. He's able to basically lie and to encapsulate everybody under that tongue, man, under that pitched tongue, man. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where he thinks he's gonna defeat the Most High. That's why they pushing more and more UFOs, man. Because he's getting that people ready for that battle, man. That's right. But he's gonna lose that battle, bro.
That's right.
He's gonna lose, man. But that's all I have. If somebody want to get up in there, somebody get Psalm 73, Papa Sean. The readers. Yeah, man. Just like the brother was going into, man. At the ills that our people are dealing with, it does. First and foremost, it comes at the hands of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, because we went off from the law, statutes, and commandments. But Esau has just exhausted every authoritative power, strain, or whatever gain he can get out of his people, man. Our people are done, man. That Jake, what's his name, Dave Chappelle, funny as hell, man. Yeah. He made a beautiful analogy in his latest comedy special, man, about how anybody who knows Iceberg Slim, it was wicked what he was doing, but he was a pimp. And he was basically saying a woman is up good to what, like 500 miles. So basically, that's how Esau has ran America, man. He has ran America into more so these people on his side. He has ran these people into the ground, man. Right. To where Jake is ready to break, per se. That's what Dave Chappelle was giving that analogy, because with that analogy he said in that book that Iceberg Slim had wrote, he said his quote unquote bottom bitch was done. So she was already 498 miles. So that's how, so people be like, man, I'm done. So basically he just ran her into the ground. It was a situation, he ran her into the ground, and that's how our people have been ran into the ground, man. If somebody got Psalm 73, yeah, you can start at the top. And that's how our people are, man. Our people been ran into the ground, but it's due to who? Because I want to stay on the same page as we were going into with that brother Mike Allen, man. The so-called white man, his time is coming, but we're gonna explain why it is how it is. Go ahead, Bob Kashai.
This is Psalm 73, starting at the top of verse 1. Truly the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of clean heart.
A clean heart is being in the spirit of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. Okay, go ahead.
But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked.
The prosperity of the wicked is who? It's Esau, man. Now, of course, on the flip side, it's like 2/3 of our people sell out, but more so, this chapter is going into Esau, man. Because you see them shining, man. Because coming up as a kid, what? You think Esau's the smartest? They're the richest, man. Esau lived day to day and off of credit. On real talk, only people who really shine like that is your Edomites who quote unquote who are in the 7-figure to 8-figure
range, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, elite who really living, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, brothers, we deal with Edomites. We do have to get up every morning and go to work too. We got to go to the grocery store too. We got to go to the bank too. So but through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, we know these things because we're paying attention and we watching. Go ahead, Baba Kashan.
For there is no bands in their death, but their strength is firm.
Their strength is firm. There's no bands in their death, man. The hell, who was the latest Rockefeller who passed?
John.
David.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Now they how many heart surgeries did he have? 7?
Yeah.
7 or 8, man.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah. They weren't suffering in mass deaths. That they just now really just starting to suffer from any possible deaths because of the heroin epidemic that's going on with